What a game. England have been defeated by 3-1 by the Teranga Lions of Senegal. But should we be surprised? Not at all. Senegal have actually been one of the best performing teams in the world in the last 3-4 years. They're actually unbeaten since September 2023. That's because they play really well. They have very good players. I mean, look at the starting 11. They have Edouard Mendy in goal, fine goalkeeper, goalkeeper who's achieved a lot to Chelsea, now plays in the Saudi League. They still have Mane, they have Nicolas Jackson up front in defense. They have Kalidou Koulibaly and so on. Many stars from the Premier League, the French Ligue 1 and all around Europe. And that shows you that they are a quality team. So there's no need for individuals to feel that this Senegal team just defeated England by just gimmicks. They played well. They're a fantastic team. They have a very good coach also. So England have a lot of work to do. Thomas Tuchel is trying to tinker this team, have a lot of changes. But then if you look at the games they've played 3 games before this one. They've been against minnows. They've really not had a really difficult test. This is actually the first big test they are facing against a Senegal side that are very inspired, that have fine players who are ready to go the distance, and we saw the result in the end. So Thomas Tuchel really has a lot of work to do. I know England fans will talk about Southgate and how they feel he wasn't achieving. And now Thomas Tuchel, you feel, would change things around and turn things for the English side, but really hasn't happened yet for England. So they have a lot of work to do. They've not been inspiring, and Senegal have basically brought them to their feet to let them know that there's a lot of work to do, especially as the World Cup qualifiers proceed. We know England would most definitely qualify for the World Cup in 2026, but they have a lot to do. So Senegal, once more, congratulations. What a victory. What a game. The stars they have, the players that played last night were fantastic. What a game. What a way to silence the English fans, to let them know that African football has come a long way. I mean, Senegal being unbeaten is not being spoken about by a lot of people. They've not lost a game since September 2023, and that tells you just how well this team is drilled, how well they've been playing since that time. No wonder in Africa they are arguably one of the best teams. Yes, arguably one of the best teams in the African football scene. I mean, they've continued to show that irrespective of the obstacles that comes their way, they have fine players. And if you look at the players they made available, the players that were in the game against England, we see that lots of these players are from Europe. They play European football and they play regular first team football in the different clubs that they play for. So thumbs up to Senegal for this very fine feat. It was a really good game. 3-1 against England is not one a lot of persons expected, but then we know that this team is quality and they can actually do it. So England, there's lots of work to be done. Thomas Tuchel, we need to work on this team, make some changes here and there. He brought in some other players like Evan Toney from Saudi League. He didn't really have anything to do, came in very late. He still has Henderson in the team. So there are lots of changes that Tuchel will really need to do to ensure that this team moves up from where they are currently. Thumbs up Senegal. That was a lovely win.